Hi YouTube, Hackers here, and in today's video quite a bit of important stuff has happened. So, as maybe previously mentioned in other videos, I went shopping on eBay to buy things like this. Oh, as you can see, I've got the pie on, I've got something to show you. So, whilst on eBay I bought 50 resistors, I've used one. I bought 40 breadboard leads, which also means I bought a breadboard. Going down here, I've purchased a breadboard and some leads, and there's the pie. That's the sound, and that is a DS18B20. But to you and I, it's that silver thing just there. To you and I, that's a temperature sensor. So if I go onto my pie, there's I've just got it set up like yesterday. I got the new, because this has had BMC on it. So if you open up dstemp.py. No, don't open it in that. Open it in LeafPad, because I want to edit. You can edit. You see that if temperature. We're going to change that. I'm filming this with my phone again to 25. That's what it is stock when it's not been changed. So I'm going to save that. Open up a terminal. Then I'm going to type in sudo I'm going to type in sudo not sudi, sudo python. Sorry, I'm like holding the phone with the left hand whilst I'm typing with my right hand. dstemp.py. You get this list of errors, and then it says, now that is reading the temp. That basically, if you look on there, there's 4 wires. Red, just there, comes out of the 3.3 volt. Black is ground, and white is data. I'll explain the orange one in a minute. That is actually orange. So what happens is those 3 wires down into the breadboard. Ground is unresisted. Now the resistor goes across from data into, it's all confusing. I had to just copy it from the diagram, but basically it runs down there. It's not taken up there. So the horn, the beeper. So it is the beeper off of the original e-scooter that came off of the cart that was still not built. That's just failed. So basically, if I do this, if I breathe on the sensor, it beeps. I've got to shut my door because I've been murdered. Not literally, but it does get my dad's nerves. And then as soon as it drops below 25, it goes off. So just again. And you can set it to this probe. It cost £2.36. This probe, it looks rather peculiar. It's waterproof, so we tested it out in a glass of hot water. I love that. We tested it out in a glass of hot water, so we can. That's excellent. I'm just going to get obsessed with that. Oh, it keeps going up. No, go down, go down, go down, go down. No, I don't want you to stay up. You can see it going up and down. And that beep is deafening. Should go off in a minute, because it's not near my face. It's nowhere near my face at the minute, so it should. That's gone out of focus. Should go off in a minute. That's 25. 25. 25. I've gone deaf in one ear. 19, 12, 12, 6. Hooray! So that's the little beeper. So the beeper runs off of GPIO 24, which is a data output. And basically it runs down there onto the red of the horn, and then that just runs onto the ground, just as there you see it just runs into the ground pins row. So when I was reading on the website, it comes from RS Online, so be sure to check them out once you've checked out our website. So what that basically does is it allows you, what I read on the website is, on that relay, you could, if you wanted to, have it parallel to a switch on something like my fan. So if you wanted to, you could like take the back off and like wire into the back of that switch, so that when it gets to a certain temperature it goes like that, and it's automatically set to spin because it remembers the settings from the last sort of on time. So if I just switch it off now, boot it back up again, see it's how it automatically on off. So what you can do is you could wire that into this lead, take the horn off and effectively run it so that when it gets to a temperature it goes off. The other cool bit about it is if I go to my laptop and open up, oh, tomorrow I get this. That's what I'm getting tomorrow. I pre-ordered it. It comes out tomorrow, so I get some price knocked off as well, so it's quite epic. But if I open up Putty, yeah, I know there's a fatal error. Putty config 168.1.54. Pi, and then you run that same script. See, that's all the scripts I've ever typed into my. There we go, and it runs the script on my laptop, so I can, like, if I was like away somewhere or wherever, I can monitor my temperature, and I should be able to send a command once it's set up tomorrow that that switches it on. Sorry. I think it's hay fever. And you can see on there 22.88, and on there is 22.88. So that was Friendly Hackers on the Pi temperature sensor. Oh, and one last thing. This is an LDR. This tiny little thing on the end of a probe, that is an LDR, standing for light dependent resistor. Now for that to work, I have to have one of these, which is a capacitor. I've got to find the right size capacitor, because that's a 10 and I need a 1. Is that a 1? 2.2 is the lowest I'm going to find, I think. Because all those capacitors, I'm lazy, all those capacitors come off of the stereo that was the Pi. So that is an LDR. And that connects onto the board. So as well with that, if you didn't want an LED, you could have a lead running onto a sort of like, if you were away on holiday or did quite a lot of business travel and you didn't want your house to be burgled, you could have that outside the house, and when it gets to a certain light level, so you program it in on like half, and 1 is white light and 0 is pitch black. You program it in, and when it gets to a certain number, it'll trigger perhaps like switch some lamps on in your house and do that. So thanks for watching, and we hope it made your day a better day.